So welcome back to finals day here at the Denise Denmark Open. What a day we're having already. What a tremendous mixed doubles final. Next up is women's doubles, and it features a former champion, Jung with her new partner, BAEK Na, up against the 2017 world champions, Chen and JIA. Now, when we look at the race to Guangzhou standings, well, it's really interesting because after Chinese Taipei, we had 4 pairs from Japan and 3 from China. Then after the China Open, we had 4 pairs from China and 3 from Japan. Now, once again, we have 4 pairs from Japan and 3 from China. But all 10 pairs on that current list have contested an HSBC BWF World Tour final this year. In fact, the top 4 have contested 17 World Tour finals between them. But after this week in Denmark, well, Fukushima and Hirota will stay at #1. The 2 and 3, the 2 Japanese pairs there, will swap places. Matsumoto and Nagahara will go up to #2. And in fact, the number 5 and 6 pairs will change. And of course, the number 6 pair at the moment is the pair in the final. Chen and JIA will swap places with Gracia Poli and Apriani Rahayu. Well, as far as the women's doubles draw is concerned, by quarter-final stage, we only had 4 different nationalities involved. That's the same as the men's doubles this year. 4 pairs from Korea, 2 from Japan, the number 1 and 2 seeds. But we actually had the winners from the last 3 years in the draw. But the winners from 2016, Matsutomo and Takahashi, the Olympic champions, lost in the very first round. So by quarter-final stage, we only had 5 seeds left, 2 in the top half of the draw. And the 2 Japanese pairs, the top 2 seeds, made it through to the semi-final stage. But as you can see, no Japanese pairs in the final, despite them having the top 3 on those race to Guangzhou standings we've just looked at. So to the final, and it is the former world champions Chen and JIA up against the unseeded combination, the new pair of BAEK Na.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Korea, world number 45 and winners of China Masters, BAEK Na and JUNG.
The new pair of BAEK Na and JUNG, former champion JUNG. This is actually her 3rd final here at the Denmark Open. But more importantly, since this pair formed their partnership at the Canadian Open earlier this year, this is their 3rd final in only their 8th tournament together.
China, world number 3 and All England champions, Chen and JIA.
The number 4 seeds, Chen and JIA. And for Chen, this is a special day because this is her 50th career final. And when you consider she's only 22 years of age, that is quite staggering. It's their 4th consecutive appearance at the Denmark Open. And prior to this year, the best they'd done was 2 second-round losses. That was over the last 2 years. And over the last 2 years, they were actually the number 2 seeds at this event. So prior to this year, they haven't lived up to expectations. Now, because the Korean pair is such a new combination, this is the first ever meeting between these 2 pairs.
Red. That side. Yeah. Would you like
Jung won the title here in 2015 as a qualifier with Chen. In fact, they were given a walkover in the final against Jiang and Zhao Yunlei, the then world and Olympic champions. She also reached the final a year later, also with her former partner Chen. But now she's teamed up with this 19-year-old. And the 19-year-old has responded so well since forming this new partnership. She did reach 17 in the world with the Rim, with whom she played junior badminton with. In fact, they were gold medalists at the World Junior Championships of 2 years ago, also gold in the Asia Junior Championships. But here is the former champion, 29 years of age, born in Masan, coastal city in the southeast of the country. In her third final today, and of course, she has been as high as number 2 in the world with Chang, the player with whom she won the Olympic bronze medal at the last Olympic Games. Well, they've had a battle, haven't they? It was only the quarter-final against Supajirakun and Teirat Tanachai where they didn't go the full distance. The longest match they've had so far was the second round against the number 7 seeds Hu Yue and Li Junwei, 1 hour and 28 minutes. But they had a Chinese pair in the first round, and the semi-final, they beat the number 1 seeds and reigning world champions, Matsumoto and Nagahara, coming from a game down, and they were so delighted at the end of that match. Chen in her 50th career final today. The 22-year-old from Guangdong province. She and her partner have been number 1 in the world. 3 separate spells, 37 weeks in total. JIA younger than her partner by 6 days, and therefore she has the record as the youngest ever player to win a Super Series women's doubles title. Well, they've been the full distance twice. Their opponents, as we saw, 3 times. They went the full distance in the second round against Tsukuramoto and Takahata. There's 3 games also in the semi-final yesterday against the defending champions Fukushima and Hirota. That semi-final, incidentally, a repeat of the World Championship final. So our court officials for this one, Christian Johannesson from Denmark, in the umpire's chair, and Gunas Lesfiras from Latvia,
China.
the service judge.
And on my left, Jung and BAEK Hana, Korea. BAEK Hana to serve to JIA. Level play.
So the unseeded Koreans, BAEK Hana and Jung nearest to us, getting this women's doubles final underway against the former world champions Chen and Jia Yifan. So for the Chinese pair, this is their 6th final in their 13th tournament this year, but remarkably, they're looking to try and reach their 20th career title as a combination for 2 22-year-olds.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Amazing. I view the Chinese pair at Super Series, which is what we had before the inception of the HSBC BWF World Tour. They played 5 finals, never lost. Won all 5 Super Series tournaments, the finals that they reached. Now, Morten, I don't know whether you've had a chance to see this new Korean pair in great detail prior to this week in
Not prior
Denmark.
to this week, but
No.
I've been watching them this week, and I must say I'm very impressed. I've seen BAEK Hana play on a few previous occasions as well. World Junior Champion 2017. I think she's a really, really great talent and can really go fine in senior women's doubles. But I have been mostly impressed by the very experienced Jung.
Yeah.
Because it might not look that, you know, impressive what she's doing, but I am telling you, she is very, very clever. And we saw a wonderful example of it here. And when she's playing her counter-attacking defensive shots, how she's driving it, you know, she's finding the gaps, she's doing... she's just really, really good. I am impressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well worked.
Well worked by JIA.
And whenever everybody would like to be aware, then you have the chance to find out right now. Just go to the cafeteria and try our rodeo quote.
Play.
Good play by Chen there.
Yeah, and again there.
5.
She's very much taking the captain's role, isn't she, Jung Kyung-long, after that rally, telling her partner, look, we've got to try and do this or avoid doing that, whatever she said, but she was definitely giving the encouragement and playing the captain's role.
Yeah, they started off a little bit too defensive here. Previous matches I've seen them, they have not been as defensive as right now, but that's, of course, due credit to Chen and JIA. But they have to step up and be a little bit more aggressive. They can't win by just lifting and lifting and lifting.
Hey! 7-3.
Yeah, that's good placement of the smash from Chen. I was a little bit critical of her play from the back of the court yesterday.
Yeah, I think we both were. I somehow read in some reports that she was maybe not feeling so well, that she was maybe fighting a little bit of flu, but whether that is correct or not, I don't know.
No. Yeah. Right in between the two Chinese players.
4-8.
This final smash.
At the moment, the two Koreans are doing what we discussed yesterday, that I rethought, both of us, that Fukushima and Hirota should try to move the two Chinese on their back of the court from side to side. And that's what the two Koreans are doing here from the very first go love all play.
Yeah.
So maybe they also have like a tactical issue on trying to tire out the two Chinese at the back of the court.
Interesting, yeah. It's a good serve. Immediately apologise for putting BAEK up.
That was a great opportunity for JIA fan there.
5-10.
Oh yes, well played.
6-10.
So to the mid-game interval, a 5-point advantage for Chen and Jia Yifan. Minutes into the match.
올라가는데 보이는 걸 걸어주겠다. 요거 하나만 그리고 네가 걸어주고 붙여줘. 공격을 한단 말이야. 알겠지? 그치? 앞에 잘하고 있어. 수비진 잘하고 있는데 너무 올리려고 하면 안 돼. 어쩔 수 없는 건지 올리는데 보이는 걸 걸어야 돼. 알겠지? 약하게 오는 거 있잖아. 금방 나가면서 내가 약하게 걸어줘. 알겠지? 수비 올라가다가 보이는 걸 좀 걸어주고 그래서 우리가 공격을 좀 해줘야 돼.
Return to the seat now. 11-6.
So, as the players get ready to resume this opening game, 11-6 the advantage.
Play.
Ooh.
You have had time enough to change the shuttle. Play.
Well, the umpire saying, no, you can't change the shuttle. You should have done that prior to me calling to play.
That's out. Yeah.
Well, no, I understand the tactics you were talking about, the Koreans maybe trying to wear out their opponents, work them really hard and thinking long term, i.e.
Yes.
3 games.
Yes.
Given the fact that it is lovely playing conditions here, and it's playing faster than some of the arenas the players have to play in around the world, I'm not sure they will be able to do that, because I think the attacking play of the Chinese pair might prove just too good.
I agree with you. I do agree. You know, sometimes you think, OK, I play to get to the 3rd game, but you never get there.
Yeah. Because
you're lost in 2. And, of course, that's a risk that the 2 Korean are running. But let's see how it's all panning out. So far, the attack from the Chinese combination has been awesome. I think they have really played well. Very solid in their attack. They're prepared to take the risks, and it's paying off.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. We called the other semi-final, didn't we, yesterday?
Yes, we did.
With Chen. So this is really the first time that I've ever seen this Korean pair playing together. I've seen them both individually.
Yeah, individually, yes.
Yeah, but first time I've seen them playing together. It's also interesting to me, Morton, that Chen and JIA Fun, they've won the Badminton Asia Championships, but apart from that, the other 3 titles they've won this year have all been big tournaments. The All England Super 1000, Malaysian 750, and the China 1000. So they get themselves up and ready for the big tournaments. Yeah,
they're very good players when it comes to play the big ones, when they really have to put everything together. It's a little bit like PV Sindhu at the moment in the women's singles. They're very good peaking at the right time. Yeah. Because, of course, they won the Asian Games gold medal last year as well, didn't they? Yeah, and I think that was the only tournament they won the whole year. In 2018. You're absolutely right on that. They were in 4 finals, but it was the only one they won. Oh yes, lovely work by the left-hander.
17-7.
So, Joe, I have prepared a quiz for you in the women's doubles.
Oh, crikey.
Yes, I'm sure you will get it right. I know you. 3 players from Korea has been part of the BWF team that won in 2010 and also won in the Sudirman Cup in 2017. So it's 3 female players. One of them is on the court. This is Jung. And there are 2 more players from Korea who's been part of the... Jang Yena is one, yes. And I will give you plenty of time.
Sung Ji-hyun.
You are there. Well done. I knew you would get it. And I really tried so hard.
Sorry, Morton.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all quite one-sided now, isn't it?
It is.
And to me, the Korean pair have got to change their tactics.
It doesn't work out. The attack is just simply too fierce from the 2 Chinese, and they can't handle it, so they've got to change. Yeah. Unless they so strongly believe in their tactic from the outset that they still believe that that's the way forward. And maybe at the very end of the second game, fortunes will change. Yeah. 2 points away from this opening game. Jung Jun and Tao Xiaoming, their coaches. And now it's game point opportunity. Whole host of them.
20, game point 8.
Yeah, I think this is more the way that the Koreans are going to have to go. Being prepared to attack a little more, but it's almost certainly too little too late in this opening game.
Oh, that's good play there by Jung. But I agree with you once again.
Yeah.
Over. 9-20.
Yeah, second time of asking. And the opening game to the former world champions, Chen and JIA Fan. 21-9.
툭 타닥 끊기면 안 돼. 계속 연결하고 계속 연결 가면 쭉쭉쭉 끊기면 안 돼. 편하게 괜찮아. 사이드 안 봐도 되고 근데 붙이는 거 잘 붙였어. 붙이는 거 뒤로 하는 거 알겠지? 앞에 잡히는 거 뒤로 밀면서 하고 그냥 이렇게 연결이 된다 알겠지? 올라갈 거면 내일 100kg 보시고 여기다가 드라이브 공격을 안 하는데 좀 드라이브를 하고 공격 좀 해야 돼. 한 2개, 3개 올라 보이는 드라이브
자세 되는 데서 안 되죠.
And here Kim Mun-soo giving the last instructions to his players, because they have to change tactic, or as I earlier said, strongly believe in what they're doing. But I don't think that first game was long enough for that kind of tactics to work.
Level. Play.
So Chen serving, love all play.
One love.
Yeah, Baek Ha really finds it tough to deal with the smashes from JIA. Not only here, but also in the first game. But look at the placement there, good placement on the forehand side of Baek Ha. That's wide.
They've got to be awfully careful here, Morton, because I think the Chinese pair are such good front runners. Yeah, already raced to a 4-love lead.
4-love.
That's the first service error of the match, isn't it?
1-4.
Good rally. Seeing a lot more animation today from Chen.
Yeah, than what we saw. We hardly saw it yesterday, and we actually discussed it on air.
5-2.
Yeah.
Three, 5.
Oh my goodness, what a return.
Yeah.
Little deceptive topspin. Fantastic.
So lately, the attack from JIA and Chen has not been so effective. So maybe the chance is that the top edge of the attack is starting to wear off.
Too high.
So this fault called. Too high.
6-4.
Very difficult for us to tell what's 1.15 metres.
No, we've got no chance. Oh, I think that was going wide.
That's definitely going wide. I have to say, Morten, I don't think that Chen is as proactive at the front of the court as she used to be when she was also playing mixed doubles. Now, there was a shot in this rally where I thought she was like there. I thought she could have tried to intercept that. And had she been a little more movement at the front of the court, maybe she would have been able to.
More proactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very bold decision at the time when the Chinese coaches chose to take Chen out of the mixed doubles and replace her with Huang Yaqiong. Of course, we now know history is telling us that it was a very, very fine decision.
Yeah.
Because Zheng Siwei and Huang Yaqiong has been outstanding in the world. But I'm not entirely sure that Chen agrees with that decision.
9-5.
I think she probably would have wanted to continue in that
I'm sure you're right on that. Sure you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's well taken by JIA. In fact, just to elaborate on that point, I think it was at the French Open 2 years ago that she was told that her partnership with Zheng Siwei was being dissolved, and she was furious.
Yeah, could have been. I wasn't there, but...
Yeah, I remember her playing women's doubles in that event, and she wasn't a happy player at all. Great drop shot.
Well, I will still maintain, as what I said yesterday, that JIA Fan is the key in this women's doubles. She's got much more edge than partner Chen has got. So when she's playing well, she is defining the doubles, in my opinion.
Yeah. They look a totally different pair to me, the Koreans, when they're hitting in a downward direction and
they're working their way into it.
Yeah.
The rallies are extended. They're getting longer and longer. They work their way into it. They get more opportunities for attacks now. It's looking actually a lot better for the Korean pair than what it did in the first game.
And that's pushed long. Just 2 points in it now.
10.
But it is the former world champions, Chen and JIA Fan, who have the advantage. A 3-point advantage here in the second game, having already won the first.
지금 계속 올리니까 더 나가고 있거든. 지금 드라이브도 걸어도 된다. 밑에서 걸지 말고 위에서 걸고 좀 빠르게 가져야 돼. 자 올리고도 좀 빠르게. 높게가 아니라 좀 빠르게 알겠어? 빠르게 붙여야 돼 지금.
가지고 하면 안 돼. 항상 수비 편하게 할 수 있는 걸 그대로 그 베이스로 깔아놓고 해야 된다.
올리니까 자이판 다 나가고 있단 말이야.
앞바닥 치는 볼 보면 안 돼. 뭔가 보고 한쪽 그때 중심을 그때 놓고 자신.
Coach, return to your seat.
So 11-8, the advantage to the number 4 seeds from China.
Well, 8. Change.
That's just simply brilliant. Great shot from the left-hander, set up the rally.
Yeah, look at the lift there, or the reply from BAEK Hana was so short.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious! No, she's all right. She deliberately left that. In fact,
she was sure it was going out, so she chose not to play.
Yeah. Put her head in her hands at the end of that rally. How could I be so stupid to think that was going out? Yeah, she deliberately got out of the way and then she puts her head in her hands.
I'm not sure BAEK Hana would have got to that one had that one been over.
An error on the low serve.
13-10.
Well, if the Koreans were hoping to just tire out their opponents, I think there's a real danger of the Chinese pair reaching the finishing line before they're actually getting tired.
That's exactly how I see it as well.
Oh, yeah, great reactions at the front of the court from Chen.
15-10. Service over.
So you can almost say that JIA fan is returning the favour here. Service mistake, service error.
Well, all four players have either made a service error or been faulted.
That's out.
So now all four players have made a service error. Because it was BAEK who had been faulted previously but hadn't made a mistake previously.
That's out.
That is over.
But I will still maintain, as what we said yesterday as well, there's not a lot of communication between Chen and JIA fan. If you look at, if we get it here, Chen is turning around. She's just looking at her partner, and then just leaving it at that. No words of encouragement, nothing. Just say, okay, that's it.
Oh, she could have put that one away. Perhaps should have put that one away.
Yeah, but this is one of the areas that BAEK have to work on in training for the future. She's good intercepting. She's getting there, but she's not as deadly yet as she needs to be. Too many times she's blocking it. Too many times it's too soft. When she's having these opportunities, she must make them count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. String was gone in the racket. And the Chinese detected it, but that clear through the back line was really, really of poor quality, and it went way up the sideline. Because they wanted BAEK to play yet another shot with a broken string.
That's gone long. Yeah, and look at the two Chinese players. After that error from JIA fan, Chen never turned and looked at her, never made eye contact.
No words of encouragement at all.
Nothing. That's a lovely net shot from the former champion, Jung.
16-18.
Oh, it's gone long. It's too flat from Chen. It was a desperate and short lift too from the Koreans.
Yeah, they were really scrambling it, just trying to get as much back as possible. They just made it, but as you said, this one is really flat smash.
Yeah, great angle. And the Koreans are back level. Well, you said right at the start of the match, Morten, how clever Jung had been earlier in the tournament with her tactical awareness. That was another great example.
It was. And she's so very good at finding the gaps. You know, she played one straight defensive shot, then suddenly she's playing the cross court and then following up and all that. She's got very, very good awareness.
And now the former world champions just 2 points away from the title.
A lot of encouragement from the Chinese bench on attack on BAEK Hana.
But it's 19-all. Gosh, we had all this drama in the mixed doubles, didn't we? I'm not sure I can take it all.
No,
this is wonderful.
It's getting really close.
It's game point opportunity for the unseeded Koreans, BAEK Hana and Jung Kyung-eun.
20, game point, 19.
From 17-13 down. It's one game all. Extraordinary. 21-19, the second game. 8 of the last 10 points. Amazing comeback by the Koreans.
네가 이걸 좀 조절해줘야 된다, 알겠지? 떠도 괜찮아, 나가고 있을 때는. 이렇게 떠도 지금 괜찮다, 나가고 있으니까. 그것만 정원아, 네가 딱 조절을 쌤하고 있으니까, 알겠지? 수비가 이제 좌우로 가더라도 좀 빨리 가줘야 된다. 그리고 지금 봐봐, 경원아. 네가 앞에서 지금 좀 하니까 지금 이긴단 말이야, 무관전에. 네가 좀 해줘야 된다. 절대 안 걸린단 말이야. 쌤도 뒤에서 이렇게 딱 하는 게 떨어지지. 쟤는 18대니까 절대 안 올린단 말이야. 그럼 중간에 붙었다가 빨리 가서 붙여주고 다다닥 해줘야 된다. 그리고 언니한테 이게 뭐 이게 뭐 하는 거야. 올라가. 그래서 다다닥 붙여 잡아줘. 사자. 수비 빠르게 가. 자세가 알겠지? 하고
초반에
경아라 그리고 제가 펴지고 왼쪽에서 직선을 일부러 왼쪽 치고 들어가 깊이 때린단 말이야. 이거 이쪽에서 붙어서 봐줘. 왼쪽에서 깊이 때린다고 무슨 말인지 알겠지? 하나 이거 봐주라 이거. 경원이 너 이쪽 붙어줘.
수비만 살짝 해놔.
Well, I'm pretty certain an awful lot of the coaching from the Korean bench there was about challenging at the front of the court. Lee Kyung-won seemed to be indicating you've got to go forward with your racket up, try and make those interceptions. Good rally. Yeah, very good rally to start this deciding game.
One love.
Well, that must have been near to the longest rally. If not the longest rally.
That is over. 1-all.
Oh, slide it in. Nice judgment. Yeah, clearly in. And that is out.
Yeah, but that was a good call by Jung Kyung-young, you know, to Baek Hana. You could hear that she said, you know, you leave it, and it was just out.
Yeah.
It's always nice when you have that support from your partner. You're not having to do the call all by yourself.
Unbelievable. Good defence from Jung Kyung-young. What a rally.
See, that's what I mean. Yeah. Exactly that one. First just going straight and then the block shot cross.
One shot shy of equaling the longest rally so far. Yeah, you're right, Morton. That was a beauty. And clever.
And when you consider how much energy that JIA Fan and Chen has used just in the beginning of the third game, and they're 4-1 down.
Yeah. A little graze on the knee. JIA Fan. Yeah, the medic's going to the wrong person. 4 years ago, Korean pair won, which of course was the player on court, Jung Kyung-won, with Shin Sung.
Yep.
2 years ago, Korean pair won. Shin Sung Chan again, and Lee So-hee.
Lee So-hee, yeah.
So they're going every 2 years. Are the omens good? But you don't believe in omens, do you?
No. I don't believe in that.
No. But actually, 3 different pairs from Korea have won 5 women's doubles titles here so far, because Kim Yoon-ja and Yoo Sung-hee won 3 titles, 83, 84 and 85. And of course, Kim Yoon-ja, mother to Sung Ji-hyun, singles player now that you were talking about a little earlier. work for a minor graze. Well, if we look at the history of Chinese pairs in the women's doubles here at the Denmark Open, pairs from China have won 15 times since they joined the BWF, or IBF as it was then, in the early 80s. But 6 of the 12 Denmark Opens we've had since the inception of the Super Series and now the World Tour. They've been quite dominant, Chinese pairs of late.
In this tournament?
In this tournament, yeah. Well, that medical timeout has certainly broken the rhythm of the Koreans, who were on a bit of a roll there. Well, turns to her partner, does Jung Kyung-won, points to the back line to ask, should I have played that? Was it going wrong? Oh my goodness, how did she get that back? What an initial save from BAEK. Look at this, that's amazing. Full dive forward in court and played a wonderful, wonderful net shot. Here we go, look at this. Look at that, that's terrific. Good serve.
5-4.
Well, that medical timeout has definitely changed the momentum of this deciding game.
Yes, it has.
This has got to be the longest rally so far, surely. Oh, my goodness. Got back the net cord.
Yeah, good reaction.
This
good
is a
recovery.
big point, isn't it?
It is.
What a rally. 91 shots. That was a wonderful net shot from Jung Kyung-won.
Yeah, she followed up very nicely on it. It's interesting to watch as well that Chen here standing at the front is actually not moving a lot as that rally progressed.
Yeah. What a return of serve. Well, BAEK thinks it was a double hit.
And I don't think she should argue, just get on with it, because they are on a roll here.
Oh, I think she might have a point. Yeah, that's a bad miss from Chen.
That return there, whew, that was high.
Due to emergency, please leave the building through the exit doors.
Well, it's quite clear you can hear the public address. It seems that there is some sort of emergency,
and it happened yesterday as well.
The public has been asked to evacuate the building, and that will include the players as well. Well, the Koreans are staying on court.
På grund af en nødsituation bedes de venligst forlade bygningen via nærmeste nødudgang. Due to emergency, please leave the building through
Well, I have
the
to
exit
say
door.
the public are evacuating very calmly, as indeed they should. We need to check, because if there is an emergency, we will need to depart as well. But one of my colleagues has just dashed off to try and ascertain whether it is indeed an emergency. Please bear with us. Don't leave us all together, because we will come back as quickly as we possibly can. But in the meantime, it does seem there is an emergency in this building, and we all need to evacuate. Stay with us. We will be back as soon as we possibly can.
Normally we don't, but I mean, I guess we have the time, because I don't think anything's really wrong.
In a sense, I just want to take my property and I'll
Yeah.
that property.
Yeah.
I don't care about
I almost helped you.
because I don't. This is my instinct.
Well, the alarm stopped now. Yeah, but we still have to leave the building. So. Jeg er lærer. Jeg siger altid til børnene, tag alt, hvad jeg er.
This was a false alarm. Det var en falsk alarm. This was a false alarm.
Well, as you can see, the players are back on court. We're all back in the arena. It has been a popcorn machine that set off one of the fire alarms, so everything's okay, which delighted to say. But it's good to know that the fire alarm system does work, and no more popcorn for the fans.
No, we were told that it was the popcorn machine in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's actually the same one that made trouble yesterday, because it happened before we started yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it's always wise to be cautious, and if a fire alarm goes off, then it is absolutely correct procedure that we all asked to leave the building. The players have been given time to warm up again. Desperately disappointing, because we were right in the middle of a really intriguing final. It's still an intriguing final.
Yeah, but who is to pick best up after this is really...
And also the fact that the Koreans were really starting to their hard work earlier on, trying to wear down the Chinese pair. I think it was beginning to...
It was really working. It was really working.
But now, of course, that we've had, what, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's actually given both pairs time to physically recover a little, which, seeing as the Chinese were struggling, it's maybe suiting them, but it doesn't suit either pair to have a little break like this. But delighted to say that everything's okay, and apart from the popcorn machine.
Yeah.
You know, Morton, more popcorn for you.
They need to replace it, that's for sure.
I have to say, I was very impressed with the evacuation process.
Yes.
Went very smoothly. Nobody panicked.
No.
Very calmly. Everybody just left the building. Well done to all the organisers here for implementing the fire regulations so efficiently.
But there's one thing you said that I slightly disagree with. You say that it's not good for any of the two pairs that this break. I think this break is really serving a good purpose for the Chinese pair.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I have to say that. They might not capitalize on it. We don't know what's going to happen, but they were really looking in dire straits as and when this happened.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we are in the deciding game. Former world champions Chen and JIA won the opening game 21-9. The new pair of BAEK and JUNG won the second game 21-19. And they're leading now 8-6 in the deciding game.
8-6.
Oh, brilliant. What a shot from Jung Kyung-eun.
You know, very, very quickly attacking that top of the tape. Look at this one. That's it. Oh, lovely, lovely return from JIA Fan.
Well, that had been a run of 4 straight points.
9.
Oh, word. Yeah. Well, the level of play has certainly not diminished after our little enforced break.
Good pace here, good rallies so far. It's nice to see the players being able to pick up.
Kim Hoon-soo shouting instructions. Oh, that's gone wide. And so it is the unseeded combination of BAEK and Jung Kyung-eun that have a 3-point advantage here in the third and deciding game. Well, I have to say, all 4 players have picked up exactly as they left off when we had that fire emergency alarm.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It is. They really done extremely well doing that. And I'm sitting here thinking, you know, you with all the statistics, should the Korean wins? Should. Is that the first unseeded pair to win?
No. In fact, the last unseeded pair was the Korean pair 2 years ago, Lee So-hee and Shin Sung-chan. And, of course, when Jung Kyung-eun won her title 4 years ago, they were qualifiers.
They were qualifiers, yeah. Then, of course, not seeded.
So it's only 2 years since an unseeded pair won.
9-11.
Short. Yeah. But once again, Morton, it was the little block from Jung Kyung-eun that did the damage. That one forced the short lift, and then her partner was able to play the winning smash.
Play.
Oh, total confusion. That happens with a new partnership, though, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, a lot of approval from Jung. There's 1 point in it now.
Hannah, return the shuttle immediately.
Oh,
that's
what a great
wonderful, wonderful flick serve.
Yeah.
Well, all.
That was really well played by JIA. And what a time she chose to do that. That's good awareness.
Oh, great shot again. Once again, the little pushes or the drive shot, the change of direction from Jung Kyung-eun. Played to perfection that time. Incredible defence. Yeah, eventually the former world champions broke down the defence of the Koreans.
Yeah, some of the lifts were simply not long enough. You know, they wanted so desperately to play to the back of the court. But a lot of the lifts simply just became too short.
Ladies, play.
Yeah. First the interception from Chen. And her partner went in for the kill. One game, all 14 all.
All.
Yeah, it's clearly in. That's a lovely punch clear. Look at that. Oh, service fault called.
15 all.
That's brilliant. Once again. The great tactical awareness by Jung Kyung-eun, exposing the former world champion once again. Morton, I noticed that officially the match time has just come up on the scoreboard at the end of the quarter, 77 minutes. It's extraordinary in this day and age that we don't have the capability of just stopping
the
clock.
Yeah, we should have done that because this one can go into history. It will not.
Yeah.
But it could have done.
Exactly.
Oh, once again.
Yeah.
So I wasn't off when I started off saying that someone who really impressed me in this tournament, it definitely was Jung Kyung-young.
Yeah.
That's good play.
Wide.
That's good play by BAEK now because she was targeted.
Yeah.
She was definitely targeted by the two Chinese here. And she did really well to get herself out of trouble by playing the block shot and move in at the net. That was clever play. Good play by the youngster, just 19 years of age.
Play.
Oh, that's gone long. And now the unseeded Koreans just 2 points away from the title here at the Denmark Open. That's gone long as well. It's match point opportunities, 5 of them for the unseeded BAEK and Jung Kyung-young. Well, a public address once again about... well,
I can't believe that.
No, the public address about leaving the building. Surely somebody's switched off that popcorn machine. Here we go again.
I can't believe that.
Well, somebody needs to run and find out whether, in fact, there is a foul.
Due to emergency, please leave the building through the exit doors.
Well, this is very, very sad. I think there's a problem with Jung Kyung-young. I think she's getting a bit of cramp in that calf muscle. Do you see that, Morten?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Which, if she's got to go out into the cold once again...
and we saw her outside in the cold just last time.
Yeah.
And she was covered in coats and everything.
Yeah.
And she wasn't looking too comfortable, in all honesty. It's a false alarm now. They mention it's a false alarm.
Yeah.
It's a false alarm, ladies and gentlemen. We're sorry.
Well, as I said, Morten, I said it partly in jest that I hope somebody switched off the... Yeah, their public address so loud, I'm having to hesitate there. It was half said in jest that I hope somebody had switched off the popcorn machine. If it's causing problems and setting the smoke detector alarm above it...
And probably the whole electrical system.
Yeah. Then, I mean, I can't believe they'd leave it on.
This was a false alarm.
But I agree with you. It doesn't look good for Jung Kyung-young.
No.
It doesn't look good. Look at her, how she's standing on the court now and how she's sort of trying to massage that calf muscle, and it doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's also very difficult for the players because the fans started leaving. They're now coming back in. So there's a lot of movement going around the arena here. And here we are on championship points. Yeah. 5 match point opportunities. That's nice.
That's an opportunity.
And they've converted on their first opportunity. And I can tell you, Jung Kyung-ong hobbled off court to be congratulated by her coaches. Look, she's limping now. So that victory just coming in the nick of time as far as BAEK and Jung Kyung-ong were concerned. 9-21, 21-19, 21-15, the deciding game. And I'm not going to even attempt to say how long that took of actual playing time, because whatever comes up will be
awfully wrong,
misleading, to say the least. But what a wonderful take, that final shot from Jung Kyung-ong in her third final here at the Denmark Open. Takes her second title. Absolute delight. Well, they won the Hyderabad's 100 tournament. They reached the final of the US Open, which is a Super 300 event. But here they are in the Denmark 750, leaving as champions. 9-21, 21-19, 21-15 in the deciding game.
Please welcome the Denisa Denmark Open 2019, presented by victor medalists. The silver medalists are from China, Chen and JIA.
Chen and JIA. In their sixth final this afternoon this year, for the second time have to settle for second best.
With a final score of 9-21, 21-19 and 21-15 from Korea, BAEK and Jung Kyung-yoon.
BAEK and Jung Kyung-ong win their second title in their third final in only their 8th tournament together.
Presented by René Toft, chairman of the board at Badminton, Denmark. The Czech Denisa sponsor gift and Badminton Denmark mascot are presented by Erik Wrestling, CEO of Denisa. The local gifts and flowers are presented by Martin Peterson, Head of Sports and Culture in Odense. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, your medalists at the Denisa 2019 Denmark Open, presented by Victor.
Posing for the photographers, I think we might well have a short interview with the winning combination.
There will be a short interview with the winners.
First of all, let's start with something positive for them. How was it to win this tournament?
우선 긍정적인 질문부터 먼저 할 건데 이번 경기 어떠셨어요?
네, 일단 첫 세트 때 너무 저희가 긴장을 좀 많이 해서 좀 안 풀리긴 했는데 그래도 투 세트 때부터 저희가 좀 같이 타이트하게 가다 보니까 중국 선수들도 많이 긴장하게 돼서 실수도 많이 나오다 보니까 저희가 3세트까지 좀 좋은 경기를 할 수 있었던 것 같아요.
In the first set, our tension was a little tense, but in the second match, we were a little relaxed and more focused on our own attack. So I think that's why Chinese players also make some mistake and they can make third match and finally they won.
I need to ask you, there was this emergency and the false alarm. How does that affect the game and the way their mindset was?
경기 중에 그 잘못된 화재 경보가 2번 울렸었는데 그게 혹시 어떤 식으로 영향을 줬나요?
저희가 계속 치고 올라갈 때쯤 계속 멈추니까 저희 분위기를 올려야 되는데 자꾸 내리는 것 같아서 좀 화났는데 그래도 계속 점수 저희가 올라가니까 그래도 좋았어요.
She was a little embarrassed because the fire alarm always worked when we were in the winning mood. So, but anyway, finally we won, so it is okay.
And congratulations with that winning.
Yes. Well, we noticed that too, that the fire alarm was going off when they were in a winning position.
Yep, we did.
Yeah, nicely said. Well, coming up next is men's doubles. It's an all-Indonesian affair. The defending champions, Gideon and Sukamuljo, in a third consecutive final here at the Denmark Open, up against the reigning world champions, Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan.